What makes the perfect motorcycle? It must be fast, agile, practical, comfortable, affordable, and stylish. And the Triumph 1200 Scrambler XE ticks almost all of those boxes. So is this bike perfect? Let's check it out.
The Triumph Scrambler was born in 2006 as a throwback to the old modified Bonnevilles raced off-road by the likes of Steve McQueen in the 60s and 70s. But it wasn't until the release of the Scrambler 1200 in 2018 that Triumph realised its true vision. Where the original Scrambler was largely a styling exercise, the 1200 version added legitimate off-road ability, making it a stylish alternative to dedicated adventure bikes. The bike has now been updated for 2024 and arrives in Australia with a price tag just under $25,000 for the XE version and under $23,000 for the road-focused X version.
Ever since the Scrambler 1200 debuted in 2018, I've been desperate to get my hands on one, but for one reason or another, I never got the chance. Now, I've finally got the 2024 model, and my first impressions are that this bike looks as cool in the flesh as it does in photos. I love the tall, upright dirt bike stance, the high exhaust, and the classic Triumph styling. This is a truly spectacular motorcycle.
Under the hood is Triumph's popular 1200cc parallel twin engine that powers the Bonneville T120 and other bikes in the modern classic range. The motor puts out claimed figures of 110 Nm of torque and 88 horsepower and is complemented by a 6-speed gearbox and wet multi-plate assist clutch.
This of course is the XE version, which offers a lot more off-road performance than its ex-sibling. That means 250 mils of suspension travel front and rear and a reasonably high ground clearance.
But it also means a tall seat height of 870mm, and at 6'1", even I struggle to get both feet on the ground. It's not so much of an issue on the open road, but in off-road scenarios or urban environments with regular stop-in, shorter riders might have a bit of a hard time. Fortunately, there is a low seat option available, but of course you'll have to pay extra for it.
Even though the Scrambler 1200 offers a retro and rugged off-road look, it still packs plenty of tech too, including 6 ride modes that are selected through this dedicated mode button or the classy round TFT display.
The 6 ride modes, which include 2 off-road modes, alter traction control, throttle response and corner and ABS to ensure the right settings for the right conditions and terrain. The Scrambler 1200 XE also features cruise control and LED lighting as standard, but smartphone connectivity and quick shift are optional extras.
On paper, the Scrambler 1200 XE is a decent proposition, but does it cut the mustard on the road and the dirt? Let's start it up and get out there. The first thing I notice when I jump on this bike is just how at home I feel on it. The tall upright stance I really love, and it just really does feel like a dirt bike for the road. I'm super comfortable on it.
On the road, the Scrambler engine is superb. It isn't stupidly fast, but the smooth, linear and usable power contributes to a great experience on and off the road.
The suspension in this bike really is top notch too. It soaks up any bumps or potholes in the road with ease, and it has a surprising amount of off-road capability too.
The Marzocchi fork and shock are both fully adjustable, and while we didn't get time to try any super technical off-road terrain on this occasion, the Scrambler was flawless on the small sections we did do. The bike also benefits from quality Brembo and Nissan braking components, which do a great job of stopping the bike, while the various tech features also keep the bike and rider upright.
I keep asking myself, could this bike be a legitimate alternative to a dual sport adventure bike? And the answer is, well, possibly. But there are some compromises. Firstly, there's virtually no wind protection. There's also no creature comforts like heated grips, and it does get a little uncomfy after long stints in the saddle.
With all of that in mind, it would be hard to justify the Scrambler as a proper alternative to, say, a Tiger 900 Rally Pro, which will only cost you another $1,000. Instead, punters will buy this bike for the experience, the style, and the nostalgia.
So the Scrambler 1200 doesn't quite fit the bill as the perfect motorcycle, but if this is the last bike I ever have, I wouldn't be disappointed, and maybe that's the definition of perfection after all.